Hello, welcome once again to the Lost Art of Podcasting. That's right, we haven't quit, we haven't retired, we just took a bit of hiatus. We're like the Eagles. We don't break up, we just take a hiatus.
Yeah.
Quiet you, you're not down the cross yet. Yeah, of course, I am Coxy. This is the Lost Art of Podcasting. We're not in the White Creeper room today, we're here in the Castle of Christ. With this man.
Hey everyone.
I'll just pull the nails out.
Yeah. Hey everyone. I'm Christ. You might remember me from such podcasts as the Sonosphere Diaries.
That sounded almost like authored of exactly like Gareth did on Sonosphere Diaries.
Oh, I wasn't intending to. She used my radio voice.
I mean, sorry. G-Man.
I can do my Troy McClure impression. Hello, I'm Christ. You may remember from such podcasts as the Lost Art of Podcasting Sonosphere Diaries.
That's us getting sued.
Back to you, Eddie.
You don't get to say that. Yeah, we've had time off due to work commitments and the fact we've just only been busy because it's summer holidays, which is a ball ache, but we'll cover that later. So yeah, what have you been up to, Christ?
Well, I've just been working on the stock really, but we've got, other than that, we've got a few exciting things coming up later on the show, haven't we? On the podcast that we're going to talk about, which I won't say any more than that in a moment. I won't spoil the surprise, let's just say. But we've both been busy really, haven't we? We've all been busy recently. It's like you say, summer holidays and work and everything else.
Yeah, it's like Stand By Me only we're not kids walking down a railway line.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's jump right into stuff. I've got a load of stuff to get through because of course it's been 5-6 weeks over, and then there's a load of user submitted topics, listener submitted topics. So, but we'll get to those in a bit. First off, ever the hard man that he is, or well, I say hard man. I don't know, would Cosman hard man?
I'd say so, yeah. Yeah. That's his reputation.
Bit of a nutter.
Yeah. That's one way of putting it.
The ever legendary Johnny Rotten was bottled or glassed or whatever at a Public Image Limited gig in Chile. But rather than going off and cancelling it, he just wrapped a towel around his head and carried on.
That sounds like typical Johnny Rotten, really. One not to give up even when he's been smashed in the face with a glass.
True rock and roll lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly. I'd say it's also a sign of a good, like you say, a true rock star. Somebody who just doesn't give up and keeps the show. The show must go on, as they say.
Yeah, true.
So I mean, some pop stars, you know, all they had to do is cut their knee and they'd be off stage and say the rest of the tour is cancelled. Yeah, some of these prima donnas.
Dave Grohl broke his leg and carried on.
Yeah, exactly. That's
on the throne.
Yeah, that's it.
Axel Rotten broke his ankle and carried on. But yeah, sticking with music. Download Festival has been voted the safest festival in a random survey, I think, of UK festivals. It's like a 1 in 24,000 chance of having something robbed off you.
Right.
Glastonbury's like 1 in 2,000 or something. And I think like Reading or Leeds like 1 in 830 or something.
That I can sort of believe, because Leeds and Reading tends to attract a younger crowd generally, isn't it? The students and the younger
Kendall Calling sort of crowd.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. So I can believe that with Leeds and Reading.
Around the bush.
yeah. Yeah, but the trouble is we've not been to Download to be able to comment fully on that, have we?
It's on the Sonosphere, which is similar.
Yeah, and to be honest, that was a fairly friendly festival. There was no trouble.
I was on the Sonosphere forum and a guy said he went to the 2012 Sonosphere And he said some guy broke into his tent, nicked half his food and his tent, his sleeping bag and stuff, but left his phone.
Right.
So the guy's like, my phone was there in clear view and the guy didn't take it. So.
That's strange.
Yeah.
But yeah, download is on our to-do list though, isn't it?
It was meant to be this year and we could have gone, but it was very short notice. And it was a good lineup.
Yeah.
But
Let's say we get a good lineup next year and we'll actually do it.
they better.
Yeah. Yeah.
As he raises his fist in anger. Sticking with music, there is, of course, a new Metallica single and album coming out.
When was the last one out now? Cause it's
2008 was definitely.
So it's been a long overdue, really. Then 8 years looks so long ago. Shitty.
Yeah.
So have you heard anything off that yet? That's all.
The new single's out on YouTube.
Alright.
It's called Hardwired. I think is it Hardwired? 1 second, tell me if I know the album. The album's called Hardwired to Self-Destruct. It's out on the 18th of November. So my pre-order will be going in at some point. There is a single. Let me just find it. Just have it then. I can't seem to currently find it. But yeah, there is a single. The album is called Hardwired to Self-Destruct. I'm going to be kicking myself now because it's going to be the song's going to be called something like Hardwired or some back to the roots, sort of thrash, very thrashy.
Yeah.
So hopefully the album.
It's more like the old stuff.
But there is this. If you listen to that like Death Magnetic, it's I really like Death Magnetic, but compared to like Saint Anger, it's definitely an improvement. So
I'm assuming, does that mean Metallica's putting a tour maybe next year?
One could only hope.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing they might do download, possibly. But then hopefully do an arena tour as well.
Yeah. Well, we seen them live at Sonisphere, didn't we, in 2014? But obviously we've not seen them in arena yet, have we? That's on the to-do list. We missed out last time. They were.
Well, we'll see in Sabbath at least.
Yeah. I forgot all about that. Yeah. When's that again? January.
22nd of January, something like that.
Yeah.
It's a Thursday, I think, or Sunday. I can't remember.
Well, we saw like a tribute version of Sabbath, didn't we? A few weeks ago at Rock Press.
Well, that was a tribute, an Aussie tribute, if anything.
With a bit of Black
Sabbath. They did a bit of Sabbath. They did Paranoid and stuff. So
I like when the guy actually dressed up as Ozzy as well, though, just for the full effect.
Completely trackies as well.
Yeah.
Like in the bloody Osbournes.
Yeah.
So yeah, get the new album when it comes out. That's about the only free people they're going to get off me. They'll probably get more saying that. Netflix recommendations I've wrote down for myself. What have you watched on Netflix recently besides nothing?
No, I've been watching a few things on Netflix. Nothing too exciting really. I've just been catching up on old shows really. Like I never really watched Fawlty Towers before. That's something I've been watching on Netflix. It saves all the aggro of getting box sets and having to stick DVDs in. So Netflix is brilliant in that sense.
If you have an internet connection.
Yeah, I've been catching up on old shows really. Watching.
Well, sometimes it's best to have a box set because then once it goes off Netflix.
Yeah, that's true.
Fawlty Towers, there's only 2 seasons. You can get it cheap enough.
Yeah, that's true. I've watched the first series. I watched all 6 episodes from the first series. I've been watching. I say a lot of old shows like catching up on Bottom. So I've been watching a lot of that recently. That's a brilliant show. And then even watching a bit of SpongeBob SquarePants as well. just for good measure.
I'd say I'm surprised, but I'm really not.
No.
But then I'm watching Power Rangers again.
Yeah. So it's good to go back and watch these shows, even as an adult, I think. Especially when
you pick up on the adult humour.
Yeah. I mean, Rugrats is another one. There's so much adult humour and even little bits of innuendo in Rugrats that you wouldn't have picked up when you were...
The guy who did Stu Pickles' voice is Brown Bread.
Ah,
I
didn't know that.
This morning, was it? I've not texted Dave yet, though.
Oh, yes. That's got to be done.
I'll do it at some point. Yeah, I've been watching I've binge watched iZombie. I've started on Stranger Things. I think I'm on episode 5, which is really good so far. You need to watch that.
Yeah.
I'm pointing at. And you, the listener, I'm pointing on the microphone.
Yeah.
What else have I watched? House. What bit of House?
Oh, yes. What season are you on?
1.
Oh, right. So you only just started, but no, it's addictive, House.
I'm on episode 3 or 4 of that.
Oh, you watched it?
I'm watching. Well, Stranger Things took priority, and I've been watching a dead body cleanup show. So,
sounds interesting.
It's a bit weird.
So what do you make of House so far then?
It's alright. It's House.
Yeah, obviously I've got into it as a medical man.
It should be more like, what do you think of Stranger Things? What do you think of iZombie?
Yeah, I'm going to watch those as well, but I've not watched those, so I don't know much about them. Whereas I've watched House nearly to the end, so I know House quite
nearly
well.
to the end.
Yeah, I'm on season 7. Season 7 out of 8. What about 6 Feet Under? Have you watched that yet?
Yeah, it's not on Netflix. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I will at some point.
No, I do recommend it. It's a good show.
I'll just get everything else out of the way first. So, there we go. What else have I been watching? Nothing else on there comes to mind. Just the odd film here and there and stuff, really. There's a lot on my to watch list, though. I did have some new stuff. Such as When It Loads. When It Loads. Oh, that's the one I've been watching. How Clean Is Your Crime Scene?
Oh, right.
I've watched a bit of Breaking the Magician's Code as well.
Is that an American show, the crime scene show?
Well, it's an American show, but it has it's got thingy narrator, British narrator.
Oh, right.
So it sounds a bit weird.
Yeah.
One I want to check out is The Get Down, which is one like the rise of hip hop. Spaceballs is on there.
Oh, yes.
Because you want to watch that again.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
That's all I've been watching, really. There's not much else I've watched. Oh, Firefly I've watched half of. And New Detectives.
Hmm.
But there's all sorts on here. There's Pineapple Express.
Oh, right.
There's the paedophile next door.
I'm assuming that's a drama, not a comedy.
No, it's a documentary.
Oh, right. Oh, so it's a real film.
There's BoJack Horseman. Mythbusters.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot on there. Doomsday Bunkers I watched as well, actually. There's only 3 episodes, though. Yeah. So, get yourselves on Netflix.
Yeah, I've got a lot of catching up to do.
You bloody have.
Yeah.
You anti-binge watcher. But we'll get to that later.
Oh, yes.
We've had to cover it now because it fits in nicely with Netflix.
Yeah, go on then, yeah.
Because what else have you been watching?
Well, finally, I had people on my back about watching it for ages.
You took the plunge.
Yeah, I finally took the plunge and bought season 1 of Game of Thrones, which I finally started watching. I've only watched 2 episodes so far, but I can safely say I'm hooked on it already, even just after 2 episodes. So I do plan to get to the end of season 1 and then just power through it.
You're the shittest binge watcher I know.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, at this rate, I'll probably be on season 2 by, I think, this time next year, maybe. Or is that ambitious?
I know people that have watched it a season in a week, or sometimes even like 2 days. So.
Yeah. But they're not me, though.
True. But you can buy the box. You can end up getting a box set for like a tenner. Like you'll get season like 1 to 6 or whatever, or 1 to 8, or like the entire thing. You'll find it for a tenner by the time you watch them all.
What, in 2020?
Yeah,
yeah,
probably. So,
yeah, I'm not much of a binge watcher, admittedly.
how long did it take to watch Breaking Bad?
I was quite quick on that one. My normal track record, I was pretty quick on that one. I think it matter of weeks, probably. Possibly. For that. Which for me is actually a record. Some shows
after it had finished, I think, or you had like the final 8 episodes to possibly watch.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Saul, you sort of spread through because you've been watching it week to week.
Oh yeah, I was hooked on Better Call Saul. I'm obsessed with that show.
Walking Dead, you're not even started yet.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you got season 1 on DVD.
There's The Office. I've got on DVD as well. I've not watched. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm a serial binge watcher.
You're really not.
Yeah.
There we go. That's Christ and his watch viewing habits for you. I wrote down after that, late buses take the piss.
I know this is something you experience more than I do nowadays, because I really
drive everywhere though.
Yeah, I rarely go on the bus these days.
I have got the peasant wagon.
Yeah, but that's part of the reason I do drive everywhere, is because buses are so bloody unreliable these days. You'd be waiting there, there's 3 buses due in the next 10 minutes, not one of them turns up, and then about 4 of them all come together.
Let's try and carry on.
About 4 all appear together that should have been there about 20 minutes ago, and then they all get stuck in the traffic. Blackpool's ridiculous traffic anyway, and you end up being late wherever you're going anyway. So I just don't bother with public transport at all, hardly ever now. Yeah. If I could avoid it, I will. The tram I don't mind, but...
Well, I got the tram this morning on last night to come home and go to work, and that was fine.
The buses are just a joke.
Yeah, bus Tuesday, it took me... Not Tuesday, Wednesday, it took me 40 minutes to get to work. No, over an hour to get from where I stopped to town, actually. It was a 40-minute wait for the bus.
That's crazy.
And it got to Man Square. The driver said, "Oh, you'll have to jump on the one behind when it turns up, because this one's not going any further." So I had to jump on number 10 to then get me into the town centre. So I wasn't amused.
No, I can imagine, yeah. I just don't bother with...
The day after, I got to the bus stop, same bus stop. 2 minutes later, 2 came. One terminated in town and one went to Grange Park.
So I just can't work out. It's like this sort of magic place where they all just disappear to, buses where you'll see
it's
one...
like that place you put stuff on the side.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's like if you stood there at the Farmer's Arm, you'll see the bus going the opposite direction, and then it appears about an hour later, and you're thinking
they've all been used for that scene in the Blues Brothers where there's a big pile up.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. It's like it's vanished into this void somewhere, and they appear about...
It's like the black hole of the internet. Everything has to go somewhere, but you don't know where it goes.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So yeah, I just hardly bother with buses at all now. The tram isn't bad, but buses are a joke, because mainly it's in Blackpool traffic, which doesn't help.
Yeah.
And that's bad enough if you're in a car, let alone a bus.
Out of season is not too bad.
Yeah.
We'll cover that later.
This time of year. Ooh.
Yeah. I'm going to turn this one into a bit of a debate now, actually, because I've been to a couple of times to the infamous Notariannis for a milkshake.
Oh yeah.
And ice cream on Waterloo Road. Open seasonally.
Yeah.
But I had a milkshake from West Coast Choc Cafe the other day. And I'm trying to debate which one I like more.
Ooh, that's an interesting one.
It is.
Because I'd say for ice cream you can't beat Notariannis. Their ice cream's the best in Blackpool. It's just, you know, it's only vanilla. It's just one flavour. It's the best vanilla you'll ever have. I sound like I'm advertising, but no, seriously.
I follow them on Instagram and Twitter through our Twitter page, the Lost Art Twitter page, and they've like replied to my comments and stuff before.
Oh.
So I thought I'd give them a free plug to get them to listen.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the busiest ice cream places I've ever seen as well. If you go this time of year now, July, August, they're queuing around the block, literally, to get there. It's but I mean, it's
made fresh every day.
Yeah, exactly. It's a well-deserved reputation. But the shakes, I've only sampled once. I know you've tried a couple, haven't you?
About 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I had I think a Nutella one, which is really nice. I had a Ferrero Rocher one, I think it was. No, Kinder Bueno was the first one I had. And I had a thingy one, Nutella, which is really nice.
Oh, quite fancy trying that, yeah. I'll have to pay a visit soon. I think it's still open after we finish. If it's still open, it might be open after we finish.
It's open until about 10 to 9, actually.
Oh, right, yeah. I might end up calling in. Or maybe tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, because it's your anniversary today, which you forgot.
Yeah, so... well, I forgot until yesterday. I just remembered when I was at work looking at dates, and I thought, it's 20th tomorrow. Oh.
Dave's birthday's today.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So, yeah, happy birthday, Dave. If you're listening, when you're listening.
So what we're debating, the West Coast Choc Cafe
West Coast Choc Cafe milkshake versus a Notarianni milkshake. But then West Coast Choc Cafe sort of more specialises in milkshakes, where Notarianni specialise more in ice cream, but they do really good milkshakes.
Because I've only been to West Coast Choc Cafe once when we went on the grand opening, and And it was good. It was really good. Quite a wide selection as well, and it's better than other similar places I've been before, where they just. I've been to a place before where they just. Which bar of chocolate do you want?
Yeah.
And they just
chop it up and throw it in a blender and throw some ice cream on top of it.
And but I sound like I'm advertising again now, but West Coast Chocolate Cafe is more like mine's more of the NutriBullet, where it actually blends the chocolate into the ice cream.
Yeah. So
you get a nice smooth milkshake rather than just this sort of mess with ice cream mess with chopped up bits of Mars bar or Snickers in it or whatever. I assume West Coast must just have better blenders or something that gives you a better, smoother shake. But it's certainly better than what I've had in some other places where you pay more.
No, it's the way that they do it with milk, don't they?
Yeah.
Whereas Thingy, I think it's milk and like cream or ice cream. Whereas there's one we went into in Liverpool, I think once. And I think I had a double decker one. They literally chopped a double decker, threw it in a blender, threw some ice cream on top, and blended it. It wasn't. And
when you suck up the straw, it's like little bits of double decker get stuck in the straw because it's which wasn't very nice, really. It was just like milk with bits of double decker.
For the price you paid for it.
£5, whatever it was. It? Basically, a cup of milk with bits of double decker floated.
Pretty much.
So yeah, West Coast Chocolate Cafe was quite impressed with. So definitely due for a return visit very soon.
I went the other day and had a Terry chocolate orange one.
Oh, sounds nice.
It was actually.
Ah.
So
it might be next on my list, I think.
Yeah, so check both of them out, especially Notariannis, but check out West Coast Chocolate Cafe as well. So there you go, Notariannis, if you're listening. If you want to give us a freebie next time I'm there, I'll have to name drop myself. Yeah, so moving on, we've got you need to review Suicide Squad properly.
Yes, yeah, I do, because I was a bit shattered the night when we went to watch it. I'd a few busy days at work. I was a bit knackered after the film, so I didn't give a proper. I gave a written review. I don't know if you saw it on the
post. I saw no such thing.
Oh right, I'm sure I wrote it. Yeah, it's very brief anyway, but I'll basically say what I said in the written review. I mean, I've heard mixed.
You want the transcript?
Yeah, it's alright. I'll ad-lib. but yeah, I mean that's fairly brief. I think it was like a couple of sentences, but I'll give a more in-depth review. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews of it myself. Some people absolutely loved it. Some people have.
I thought it was average.
Yeah, well, some people just said it's shite completely and hated it. I'm more down the middle. I'd say it reminded me a bit of very sort of Guardians of the Galaxy style. Had the comedy elements blended in, which I think adds to it in a way. Personally, as that sort of.
There was reshoots done though to make it funnier because Deadpool came out and Deadpool was hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's what I think makes it more watchable. The fact that it had those comedy skit bits in it and the more funny moments. I think it adds to it personally because I didn't really know anything about it. It was another one of these where I'd not done any reading up on it or anything. I just sort of dived in, as I did with Guardians of the Galaxy. Just dived in, went to watch it, and. I quite enjoyed it. I thought the soundtrack was good as well because again, very Guardians of the Galaxy, very Deadpool style. They went for a very retro soundtrack with a lot of 60s, 70s, bit of 80s music, and I quite like that as well. I think that adds to the film as well. And I thought the action scenes were good as well. Well done.
As I said to someone, I think the trailer didn't give too much of the story away, which I think sort of hindered it.
Yeah. That's often the case.
It was all action and no story in the trailer. You didn't know what was going to happen, so you're not going in blind.
Well, that was probably the downside of it. There's a lot of action scenes, and like I said, it was the comedy bits which add to it, but there wasn't real much for the plot to it in a way, really, and that's the downfall, I'd say. That's my review on it.
That was Christ Corner.
One for Richard there.
We've got a letter here. So yeah, following on from that, I've been playing Lego Star Wars Force Awakens and I finally hit Platinum. So screw you to people that can't do it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to throw that out there.
Huh?
one of my favourite podcasts recently hit 300 episodes. Tell them Steve Dave.
Yes, it's another one of my not to watch, to listen lists, because I've heard all about it. And I've seen your T-shirt, and I sometimes even sometimes even say it, don't I?
You say it because you heard it on more. Actually, you don't know what it means.
Exactly. Yeah. it just sounds cool to say. It just sounds funny, so I just say it. Tell him Steve Dave.
Yeah, tell him Steve Dave.
I just say it for the fun of it, don't I? Tell him Steve Dave.
Yeah.
I think I've said it at the bar at Scrooge's a couple of times.
I think you have, but no one paid attention to it when you say it.
Yeah. Or if he did, he'll get a sort of like, what the fuck was that kind of reaction.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, I realise what I said now after this. I look like I put seatings, and I actually meant to write gigs.
Oh, right. What kind of gigs are we talking? Local ones?
Upcoming ones? Anything with... Well, we've been to see recently that stood out. Who have we been to see?
I'm trying to think. We're going locally, thinking like local, going like local bands and big bands.
Yeah.
I'd say like local, we went to the Deal, didn't we, at the Highfield a couple of Saturdays ago.
Yeah.
They weren't bad. First time we'd seen them. Of course, did your favourite song?
Bloody Dakota.
Yeah.
It's not my favourite.
It's a staple pub rock.
Every bloody pub band does it.
Yeah.
It's like it's just because it's an easy song to play or something. It's bloody annoying.
I had to throw that one in. What else did we see? We saw the Good Machine a few weeks ago, didn't we?
We saw them at the Waterloo. We saw Rupert Vanderlist again recently-ish because they did tribute.
Yes.
So,
not seen them for a while. I think before Rock Press, wasn't it? Rock Press
might have been. I can't remember.
And possibly got a few bands lined up tomorrow with Stanley Park.
Yeah, if the weather's nice. It's currently looking out the window. It's a bit windy, so hopefully it dries up and the sun comes out. But
then big gigs wise, we've got I think the first one upcoming. We've got Zug Island, haven't we? In Warsaw. And then we've got Frank Turner in Dublin.
Interview coming as well.
Yes,
that's your news bomb dropped. Hopefully,
yeah.
I need to ask the promoter Jade nicely again.
Yes.
And others, because I'm trying to get an interview with MT Cryptid, who's one of the openers. So there's your tidbit of info.
Yeah, you tell him Steve Dave. I couldn't resist.
The problem is when they say tell him Steve Dave, they always say it right at the end of the episode, and that's like that's the last thing they say before they finish.
See, that's the thing. I don't. What's that on the microphone now?
There's some little bug that's what I was trying to smack before, but I couldn't get it. So
you went smacking the microphone to smash it to bits, won't you?
I was thinking about smacking it before, but then I thought it's just getting massive feedback off it. So
the microphones go flying off and it'll just explode. Like on Frank Spencer.
Yeah.
Try swinging a microphone and exploding.
That cost us $2 million or something. He's going to work nights.
Oh no, I was thinking of it's where he's working a holiday camp.
Yeah, I know, but there's a bit where you got the reels, haven't you? Yeah. So that one cost us $2 million or something.
That was that's where he put the tear down the machine.
So we've got Zug Island first in September. We've got who's after that?
Frank Turner.
Is it? I thought it was something in October.
Oh no, Lounge Kittens, isn't it? Or is it
Lounge Kittens in mid-October
in Soil,
in Manchester. Then we've got Frank Turner in November in Dublin. So flying over Dublin for one night, seeing Frank Turner, getting a bit hammered, then flying back the following day to go and see Soil and or Saliva and Soil.
No, you mean Saliva supporting Soil?
Yes.
Oh no, you mean Soil supporting Saliva?
No,
I've got that wrong.
I was looking at getting tickets for Alien Ant Farm as well, but it falls on the half term in October because they're at 53 degrees performing anthology.
Oh.
So, but it depends if I can get time off or not.
I think the Lounge Kitten should be a good gig as well. Only ever seen them a couple of times, didn't we? Summersfair, but not managed to catch them.
They appeared on stage with Limp Bizkit and they did like a short set in one of the tents. But this is because the debut album's coming out soon. Sequins and C-bombs.
Oh, that should be good.
So
it's not explicit, is it?
Yes. Well, they've done covers, like there's covered on it in original material, I think, because they're doing like they're doing Toto Africa. They're doing Alice Cooper Poison.
Oh yes,
So
that's a good sign.
they unveiled that one recently.
Yeah. So hopefully we might get a sample of some of these in Manchester.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, when's that again? October.
Mid-October. I can't remember the exact date. But it's a week I'm off. I know that much.
Oh yes.
So yeah, there's Frank Turner in Dublin, and then Sliver and Soil in the night after that. And then I think that's everything.
Yeah.
Gig-wise.
Probably
Apart until next year, because we've got Impractical Jokers and Black Sabbath.
a few local bands in between, isn't? I'm sure we'll come
More
across.
likely, yeah.
So I'm determined to catch. Who's that band I keep saying I want to watch?
Blue Pig Orchestra.
That's one of them that was on my to watch list, but there's another one.
Hooker.
Now we've seen them. Not the worst one we've seen. They weren't awful. They were just a bit out of date.
Yeah. I'm
sure there's a band I keep saying, oh, they're on, but we need to go and see them. I can't think for who it is.
Kazubian.
Yes, Kazubian could be the one I'm thinking of. Yes, that's the one. They're meant to be good.
I can't remember.
Yeah. We'll catch them at some point.
Well, we keep using your band website to find who's on when. Not your website, but there's that website you found.
Yeah.
That lists them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of gigs and events, you've got something you're doing in just over a week or so.
Oh yes, yeah. Coming up on the 29th of August. I forgot what month it was then. Bank Holiday Monday. And I would probably just found out the other day that I'm actually doing this, which I was a bit shocked at because I applied to do it like in May.
You could have no-showed and you could have lost my account out.
Exactly, yeah. I'd be kicking myself that I put it because I applied for it back in May and I thought, I've not heard anything of this yet because I've heard about it last year and I thought, I like the sound of that. I might. Does anyone who knows me outside here knows I'm the kind of person, if you say do it, Christ, I'll just do it. A bit like Jim Carrey in Yes Man. Christ, you want to enter this event? Yeah, I'll go on. I'll give it a shot. I'm that kind of person. I'm always up for a new challenge. So heard about this event in a place called. Some of the listeners might know.
Nope. That's all I can play of it. I'll get sued otherwise.
Oh right, okay. I was going to say I thought you were building up to me making the announcement.
I was trying to. I just remembered afterwards. I was like, I can only play 5 seconds. If not, I've got to pay for it.
Oh, so. But yeah, some of the listeners might know a place called Bake Up, which is
it's not boxing for a start.
No, not quite. But yeah, it's a place called Bake Up, just on the very east end of Lancashire. It's going out towards Yorkshire. And it's the World Gravy Wrestling Championships, which it's just as literal as it sounds. It's basically a paddling pool filled with gravy and a bunch of men in fancy dress wrestle each other in it, all for charity, all for a good cause. And it sounded like fun, so I said, "Yeah, I'll give it a go." Only found out on Friday I've actually been accepted as an entrant, so I'm quite looking forward to giving it. I'm sure we'll be covering that after the event as well. Hopefully with some video footage for the Facebook page.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some recording, but chances they'll probably have a stream on.
Yeah, apparently they will.
Either be Facebook Live or they'll put on YouTube or something, no doubt.
Yeah, so I'm sure we'll put the links up to that.
Yeah.
But it's a complete first for me, so I don't know what to expect with it, but I'm just going to...
Who are you... You have to enter as someone, don't you? You need your alias.
Oh, yes. I was trying to think of something really clever, but then I was sort of like in a bit of a rush to get the application in because I love all things martial arts. I thought I'll go with a martial arts theme. I'll keep it.
How many martial arts films have you seen?
I'm not talking about films so much. I mean, I'm just into martial arts anyway, as I'm engaged in martial arts.
Oh yeah, but you can still watch Bruce Lee films and stuff.
Oh yeah. I've seen Rush Hour, if that counts.
No.
But yeah, so I've called myself I thought I'd keep it gravy, but keep the martial arts theme as well. So.
So standing in the corner to my right, weighing
400 pounds.
Might as well.
Yeah. Well, not quite, not far off that, but yeah. I'll probably be about half that much by the time I finish the event. But yeah, I've called myself the Gravy Ninja, which, like I say, it's not the cleverest name, but in a bit of a rush, I was on the spot. I thought it's all I could think of at the time, really. So But it's all about the showmanship that counts. It's all about what you do in the ring that counts. It's not so much about the wrestling. It's about putting on a good show for the audience. And I'm led to believe there's a big audience at this event as well.
Well, they've gone up market this year, haven't they?
Yes. Yeah.
You get your own profile picture and
on the big screen.
Video.
Yeah.
And you get music.
Yeah. You
need to pick what music you want.
Yeah, that's open for debate at the moment.
You should let the people at home decide.
Yeah, I'm up for that, yeah. If anyone's got any suggestions, like I said, I'm trying to keep it with the martial arts theme as my costume will dictate as well.
Yeah.
So that's going to be good fun.
Magic ninjas.
Yeah, yes.
Usually the dancer. You have to the dance when you.
To watch a video and get to learn that. That's at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's all about the showmanship. So doing silly moves like that, that's what wins you the points for the judges. It's not about doing fancy suplexes and power bombs. It's about the showmanship that counts. It's about getting people to laugh and putting on a good show. That's what they want.
I bet because you're in the beginner section, aren't you?
Yeah, I bet there's like
the pro section where they'll be like powerbombing each other.
Oh yeah. I'm just going in as an amateur because I've done judo, but I've never wrestled before, so I'd be a bit out of my depth if I was doing that.
So yeah, I think that's anything else you want to cover before we move on to.
No, I think that's all I've got to say. I mean, I'm looking forward to taking on that event, and then we'll see what happens with it.
Yeah. So it's in Bacup. What's the pub?
The actual pub, it's actually out of pub. The event itself, it's called the Rose and Bowl. It's called a place called Staxted.
There you go. So if you've got nothing to do on Bank Holiday Monday and want to see Coxy roll around in gravy with other men,
yeah, feel free to come down. The more there, the better. Really.
They turned down my suggestion of Christenberg, but
next year.
Well, Coxenberg, wasn't it? I think
next year.
You could have dressed up as Heisenberg and walked around with a box of. You could have got a bucket of Los Politomanos chicken.
Yeah, it's no idea. I could do it. I could always say that for Halloween, can't I?
Could have worked.
Well, I presume we're doing a Halloween special.
Yes, but I need to figure out what we're doing for it.
Yeah. We could do characters and do silly voices. That could be part of it.
Well, don't give the game away. That means we can't do it.
No, it's just an idea. Just put an idea. I mean, again, it's open to the listeners again, really, isn't it? Do they have any suggestions?
What, for Halloween?
Yeah. What would they like to...
If you have any suggestions, just comment below when we post it, or tweet us, or email us, whatever, lostartpodcasting@gmail.com. On Twitter @lostartpodcast, or just find us on Facebook. Nothing stupid like chugging hot sauce or anything like that, please. Or anything that's going to make us vomit. So... Or no eating the gravy after Christ has wrestled in it. Anything like that. I'm not eating 3-month-old gravy.
And it's all freshly made.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope.
if it's August and it's been Halloween, it's like 2-3 months later. So
yeah.
On to listener submitted topics. So you will get a mention if you send stuff in. If you want to send stuff in again, send them to us on Twitter @LostArtPodcast. Email subject topics lostartpodcasting@gmail.com, or on Facebook Lost Art Podcasting. So first off, Paul Flinders has wrote in his a few as normal, so cheers Paul. First off, he's asked the PCW 5th anniversary show.
Yes, this is my first PCW show for quite a while.
I think it was like 2014 your last one or something now.
Quite a while ago, yes.
13
something. I don't think it's that long. Probably 14.
Prince Devitt show, I think.
Probably 14. I'm sure I've been to one in 14. It's been a while anyway since I've been to a show.
It might have been 14. I remember Prince Devitt was there.
Yeah.
The last one you were at, because you had your bad back at the time.
Oh yes, yeah. That was 2014. I remember that well. Yeah. March 2014, yeah. But yeah, no, it was a good show. It's the first one I've been to for a good while, but I quite enjoyed it. It was a good return to PCW.
In the same old venue?
Yeah.
With the same fans?
Yeah.
Some new fans. It was a 5th anniversary show.
Well, the bit I liked as well was that we somehow landed amongst what I affectionately refer to as the chanting squad, where some of the best some of the best chants in wrestling.
Some of the funniest.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I remember. I think I was saying to you, wasn't I? I remember there was it Lionheart once said something because the chanting squad will chant about anything, won't they? The most random thing you can think of, they'll make it into a chant. And I'm sure Lionheart said something once along the lines of, "You fuckers will make a chant out of anything." Something like that. Yeah. So that was a good night. I quite enjoyed it.
Any standout matches?
Oh, I'm trying to remember now. I'm trying to remember who was on. Just give me some reminders who was on.
There was the sixth man, which was a few of the trainees from the academy, with Chris Ridgway and Kenny Williams. There's Bubblegum Ligaro.
That was a good one, yeah.
There was Saraya Knight Viper.
Oh, that was one that stood out. The street fight one. We had the
Hooligans, the London Riots, and Team Tingle.
We had a couple of wrestlers came flying in our direction, didn't they? And then
towards us, yeah.
And then through the fire exit down the stairs, and we didn't see them again after that. I mean, I saw a couple of fans
appeared later on. But I
saw a couple of fans try to follow them down the stairs, down the fire exit as well. But then the massive bouncers held them back, so they couldn't go down. But I saw the doors. Saw that fire doors fly open, and one wrestler go tumbling down the stairs behind the fire exit. Who else was on?
There was Shaw Samuels, Noam Dar, and then there was Rampage Brown, Noam Dar.
Oh,
yes. Title both times.
Who was that one? What was it? It might be the Street Fight again. That Cockney guy when he does some really
Shaw Samuels.
Yeah, with some really funny chants coming about. I think they were calling
Fat Cantonite.
Yeah, that's the one. And then it was Shit Danny Dyer. And he even started singing the EastEnders thing, just to really wind him up. No, it was a good laugh as always. Piece of delivery.
There you go.
Oh, and of course, Dave Rain became general manager. That was one of the highlights.
He became manager and turned his back on the fans who supported him in his quest to become GM.
Yeah, but remember, we're all Dave Rain.
Not anymore, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't think what else on the show. No. But yeah, it was a really good show. I last went in February. And again, because of work commitments and stuff. But yeah. So, well done for 5 years, Fludder. Here's to another 5. Following on from that, Paul again, I was asking about the Sausage Party trailer.
Oh, yes.
And wanted thoughts and opinions on it.
Yes.
I watched it when it first came out. I didn't think that much of it, and you watched it today, and just seeing your reaction was hilarious.
Yeah. What I said to you, so it came on, I got this sort of image of being like a Toy Story or a Cars kind of film, and I said, it's just like Toy Story but with like food, and it starts off with a pack of sausages, but they're all sort of what's that fancy word, anthropomorphic, where they're basically like
that's the biggest word we've had on What's Not a Podcast.
Alright, where they become like people. It's very much Toy Story kind of style where they become people and they basically talk and all the rest of it, and I thought, this could be like a Toy Story kind of like a family film, and Adam said, oh no, it's a bit more adult than that, and then that becomes apparent after about halfway through the trailer.
Not even that, I think it's 30 seconds. Maybe.
Yeah, probably. But I won't. I guess I can spoil it, can't I? Because it's only a trailer. It's not.
It's other people who watch.
I'm not spoiling the film, but yeah, there was Potato, wasn't there? He got picked up, and he's like.
He's like the chosen one or something.
That was it, yeah. He's like, I'm off into eternity, and then all of a sudden he gets stabbed with a potato peeler, and his reaction was...
Oh, Jesus!
Oh, Jesus, fuck! Something like that. And I was just immediately hooked. I thought, I've got to see this film.
Yeah, it's out in America already, but it's...
I'd basically say it's a bit more of an adult version of Toy Story in a way, isn't it? Or similar kind of...
Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah. Definitely looks worth a watch anyway, I think.
It's like the Seth Rogen version of like Ted.
I'm just really hoping it's not one of these where all the funniest bits are in the trailers and then the rest of the film is just boring. I hope not. I hope it's I hope it's got plenty of other jokes to keep it going.
It's doing well in America so far. It's had good reviews.
Oh, good.
So I'm hoping it is.
It's always disappointing when they do that. All the best jokes are in the trail. Ted 2's a bit like that at places.
Ted 2,
yeah. It's still worth watching, but it's some of the best bits are in the trailer.
Well, it's out in about, I think, 2-3 weeks. It's out on the 2nd of September. So I shall be going and seeing that at some point and reviewing it, no doubt, for the pod. Paul also asked, Blackpool in season, the most annoying things about it and why?
Speaking of the motorists, for starters, I'd say traffic, which is an absolute joke. If you go anywhere north of Manchester Square, anyone knows Blackpool, which is sort of like midpoint, isn't it? Just before you get into town. It's just absolutely horrendous. It'll take anything from 10 minutes to half an hour to get from Manchester Square to North Pier, which is only a very short distance, probably about half a mile.
Roughly.
It's just ridiculous.
Yep.
But other than that, I'd probably say, I'd say the tourists in themselves can be annoying at times. Again, speaking from a motorist point of view, the amount of idiots will blindly walk out into the road in front of you thinking that the promenade is like a giant zebra crossing and they just have every right to walk in the road in front of you.
Yeah, but stay with the back streets.
And then when you end up slamming your brakes on, they start shouting a load of abuse at you like you're the one in the wrong, which I find really annoying. But equally give it back most of the time, though. But,
ever the model citizen.
Yes, of course.
I
always say it very politely. I always say, excuse me, sir, you should not have walked out in front of me.
You say, Reginald, I disagree.
Then drive off.
Yeah.
With my wheel spin.
I want to see the tourists because some of them are alright, then some of them are just complete arseholes. From a customer service standpoint and just from a general standpoint. Some of the attractions are it now. I say attractions, like the one that's the UFO exhibit. That's basically a shop. And the guy's charging you a tenner to go in it and have a look around and read newspaper articles.
One of the things I love about living in Blackpool is the attractions, but one thing I do think things are overpriced in Blackpool in general. I do think...
Well, on the front they are.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I saw a bottle of iron brew for like £1.50 on the seafront, and you walk around, you go 2 streets back, you can get it for like 75p.
Yeah. But yeah, these are the stores that are complaining that the big shops taking away their business, but they're selling stuff for more expensive prices. It just doesn't make sense.
No.
Shooting themselves in the foot, really, aren't they? Yeah. I mean, I quite like going on the piers. I was on South Pier the other night, funnily enough.
I was on South Pier, John, just before Rebellion.
Went on the waltzer at South Pier, which it's a ride you don't really get in the big theme parks nowadays. Waltzers, it's one of those you don't get in the big theme parks. I think it's one of the best rides ever made. Waltzer, you get
they've phased out for bigger coasters now.
Yeah, exactly. But the waltzer is just like that classic that you've got to go on. Unless you're on one of Blackpool's South or Central Pier, you only see it on like fairgrounds nowadays, travelling fairgrounds.
Yeah.
But it's one of those rides. It's such a simple concept, but it gives you such a thrilling ride at the same time. The one on South Pier is just let's just say the guy running it was a bit a bit mental, right. And he was like ramping up the speed as fast as it could possibly go. So you were getting a really. I mean, if you go on Central Pier, they take it quite gently, and the guys will come along and spin you around a little bit and stuff. But this guy he was in charge of the ride on his own, and he's like, "All right, we're gonna ramp up the speed a bit more now." And it was the fastest waltzer I've ever been on. It was. And let's just say if you had had an ice cream or anything before, it'd be like, as Adam will know this one. What I like to refer to as the vomit sprinkle. Quite literally.
I thought you were going to reference Jim will fix it in the revolution.
No. But also on South Pier, I went on the log flume as well. It was only fairly cheap rides as well on South Pier. Not
it's about £3 isn't it?
Yeah, not overly expensive what you get. But went on the gigantic log flume, which is at the back end of here. And the first time I've ever been on it, and it's actually quite a good ride. It's 2 big drops on it. And log flume is normally a quite I usually feel quite tame. It's normally just like, it feels like just sliding down a fairly gentle hill on a, sat in a car.
Yeah.
This one, it's got quite a big drop on it, and you do actually feel the drop as you go down as well, which is quite good. I was quite impressed.
I need to see some attractions. I've got a big ticket to use.
Yeah.
Before November, I think.
Are we doing best and worst about the season, did you say?
He just said Blackpool in the season, the most annoying things and why.
Oh, right. Most annoying things, yeah. Like I said, the pedestrian, when there's... That's probably my... Orlando's are another one. Big bugbear of mine. They just seem to have no regard for traffic laws.
I've seen them go a few red lights a few times.
I mean, I was out with Sasha the other night, walking down a promenade by South Pier, and one went straight for a red light without even looking. And it's about time they stop them doing it. They need to calm down, because it's dangerous, very dangerous. I've seen them nearly cause accidents before. And they'll pull U-turns in front of the cars as well. We're talking about a busy main road here as well, an A road. So they seem to think the traffic laws don't apply to them.
Yeah.
They're just dangerous.
And must be stopped.
Yes.
I can't remember why I had that off. I'd partially say tourists. But then the problem is they make it busy.
Exactly.
I don't like busyness.
We do need the tourists. I do like tourists in that sense, that we are a tourist town. Like I said, there is the annoying ones, like there is anywhere really, though.
Yeah. It's like the young farmers when they came, and they were just complete knobheads.
Yeah.
Like, stuff got nicked, stuff got damaged, and it's like, how often do you hear the punks doing that?
I was going to say, the punks are probably like one of the friendliest crowds we get, even though you'd think they're looking at them, they look like a really scary crowd. They're like I used to work in a shop in town where a lot of them were our customers, and they're the friendliest people you could possibly meet. So they're not anywhere as scary as they look, really.
Yeah.
Just go to show you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I'd say sort of the semi attractions that claim to be attractions. Just the ones who don't have common sense. It's like, I'm on holiday, I'm going to just be a complete idiot and forget everything I know. Like,
yeah.
Sort of, I don't know, it's, yeah. I think it's the heat gets to people and makes them become idiots.
Yeah.
Speaking of heat, Paul has also wrote in, how would Chuck Norris solve global warming?
That's an interesting one. Yeah, I've not really seen enough of his films again, really, but
You'd have to go for Chuck Norris meme. Well, Chuck Norris fact, even, should I say.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of so.
When Chuck Norris does push-ups, he doesn't push himself up, he pushes the earth down.
Yeah, that's the point.
Chuck Norris once shut down a plane with his finger by yelling bang.
I presume his way of dealing with global warming would just be like, going off that kind of vibe, I'd be thinking he'll just pick up some kind of giant iceberg from the Arctic and just throw it into the sky, and somehow magically it just cools the earth down. That's a very simplified way of putting it.
Chuck Norris did science.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'd do it, really. There'd probably be some sort of roundhouse kick involved.
Yeah.
Unless this
is some kind of trick question and global warming is actually a person that Paul's referring to. He's actually it's some obscure.
It'd be like your opponent in grave wrestling.
Yeah, yeah. My name's Global Warming.
Yeah. Global warming versus the Gravy Ninja.
Well, that'd answer the question, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
In a way. Yeah, it's got to be a few ninja moves thrown in that battle.
I think Chuck Norris would pick up water and make it freeze in his hands, like people can make heat, he'd make it freeze.
Yeah.
He'd do something. I don't know. So, what would he do? What do you think he'd do, Paul? Answer us that. There we go. Following on from that, Paul asks, Olympics.
Oh yes.
I haven't watched any of it, so I don't know.
To be honest, I've only watched very brief moments of it, like when I've been sat at work and we've had it on telly in the staff room. But I mean, generally speaking, we've done well as a country.
The only things about it I know are the pool's gone green.
Yeah.
And they're saying some of the swimmers might have had an advantage of a current in the water or something, but
there's always some controversy, isn't it? But I believe we got a bronze medal in the judo, I believe. From what I looked, we got I think we got a gold in taekwondo just yesterday. Also, I've got a funny little thing I want to drop in about the Olympics as well, which I've been dying to bring this up. Because again, anyone who's read my Facebook knows that I have an absolute hatred of Piers Morgan. I think he's an absolute...
Oh, I remember. I forgot to write this down, but I know what you're on about.
I think the guy's an absolute opinionated twat, to be quite honest, to put it politely. And that is politely. But it was absolutely brilliant tweet by Bradley Wiggins, which absolutely shot him down in flames, which absolutely made my day when I read it. and Piers Morgan, but absolutely, it shows how he has no respect for anyone. He's just such a so up his own arse. I think so highly of himself. He goes, I was very disappointed that Bradley Wiggins didn't sing the national anthem. Show some respect for our monarch, please. Which is just typical Piers Morgan opinionated bollocks, basically.
Sounds about right for Piers Morgan.
But then Bradley Wiggins' response was just absolutely brilliant and absolutely shot him down in flames. And he replied, I was disappointed when you didn't go to jail for insider dealing or phone hacking, but each to his own. Which I thought was just brilliant. So good on Bradley Wiggins for that one. I was feeling, Bradley Wiggins is actually doing something good for the country. He's made the country proud doing what he's done as the other Olympic athletes. What does Piers Morgan bring to the country?
Exactly.
Yeah, he's the kind of person, he's got a lot of money for doing nothing, basically. Which just shows you don't need a brain in your head or an ounce of talent to actually be successful, which is what's so wrong sometimes. I had to drop that one in.
You done?
Yeah. Run over.
So yeah, that was the Olympics. Dib writes in. He's asked new proposal and design a the Queen's Park area. What do you think of it? I don't know what's happening with it, so it's your.
Oh, I know really.
Answer.
I don't know full ins and outs of it, but I know as anyone from Blackpool knows, the tower blocks have finally gone, which is sort of...
It's on YouTube to watch.
Yeah.
On our account, we'll start a podcast.
It's sort of like mixed views on that. Again, my personal view is I'm glad to see the back of them. I thought they were a bloody black landscape, to be quite honest. Driving down the M55, and that's like the first sight you see in Blackpool, which I think's... I'm glad they're gone, to be quite honest. But others say different. But I think generally general view in Blackpool is that they're glad seeing them gone. But more importantly, the area's been modernised, which I think is one go time. I've never been in any of the tower blocks, but I believe I know people have lived in them or people who've been in there, and it was anyone who's watched like really old episodes of The Bill will know what when you see these dodgy
only full of narcissists.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You go on these dodgy estates. That's basically what they were like by all accounts. So I think they were long overdue for modernising anyway. But I believe the new plans more along the lines of, they're not tower blocks but more almost like a chalet style kind of design. Like small houses but built on a 2-storey. You could say almost a bit like Pontins, but a little bit more upmarket than Pontins. It's a kind of 2-storey chalet style design. So they look quite good. The ones that they have built already are meant to be very good, from what I've heard. And it's modernising the area and it's bringing the area up a little bit as well, which I'd say is good for the town, personally.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it, so I can't answer that one.
But watching the demolition was fun to watch, I must admit. There
was a big cheer from the crowd at the top of Sainsbury's car park.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was fun.
Despite several people trying to get in the way of the perfect view.
But they were all idiots.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Apart from the Sainsbury's too. The two protesting OAPs.
Yeah, that was funny.
So cheers, Dib, for sending that in. Matthias writes in, this is a bit of a weird one. He said, why does Paul Stock flood his arse so hard? It's for legal reasons, we can't answer that one.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So I don't know, you'd have to ask Paul yourself.
Yeah.
But I know Matthias just likes giving Paul shit, so have at it.
We can live with that.
Yeah. Darren writes in, he sent in a picture. You can see it on the Facebook page on when we ask for topics. I'm going to get the picture up now.
Well, I think the neutral name is bread roll, isn't it?
Well, no, because people will still be baiting if it's allowed to be called that or not.
Oh, because I thought that was like the neutral name if you can't agree on anything else. Well, that's what they sell them in the supermarket, at least. If you go to Tesco or Asda, it'll say bread rolls.
Oh, bugger them.
Yeah. I'd say it's more of a southern thing, to be honest.
So there we go.
Yeah.
It's a picture of what I'd classify as probably... So the problem with this picture is, if it was in a restaurant, I'd call it a bread roll.
Yeah.
But at home, I'd probably just say a barm.
It looks a bit like a crusty roll as well, doesn't it?
Does.
As they would sell them in the supermarket. But I know what he's getting at with the question. I'm assuming it's the old, is it a barm cake, is it a bap, is it a bread roll?
Is it a cob?
Yeah, that's the one I was going to drop in, yeah. I personally would, I mean, because we live in Blackpool and there's cafes everywhere, you generally don't get a bacon sandwich, you get a bacon barm. So I'm used to the same barm, which is more of a...
It's a northern thing.
Yeah. Especially Lancashire, I'd say, more of a Lancashire thing, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Cob is like Nottingham.
Is it Yorkshire, really obscure, calls it a muffin? Something like that.
Yeah, some places call it a muffin.
Yeah, I
There's
can't remember where it is.
Cob, barm, roll. So...
Bap
as well, yeah.
Yeah. I personally say barm, but that's because I think that's just a dialect thing. That's where I come from, and that's what any cafe you're going in Blackpool.
We had this debate multiple times when I was at a certain old cinema. What's it called? Odd Ones.
Yeah.
That one. When I was there, it came up in debate numerous times, and at one point someone said it was a cob. And if you walked into a chippy where they were from, they'd look at you weird. But if you said a cob, they'd know what you meant. Because a barm.
I'm actually tempted to try that now. Go into like local chip shop and say, can I have a chip cob, and see what the reaction is.
Well, it's like, I think when you go into a bar and you ask for like, if you say like, can I get? You might ask for a drink, and then they might say it differently elsewhere.
Yeah.
Or you might know it as something else different.
Yeah. That's true.
If you like a lager top or something, you might call it something else somewhere. Call it something else somewhere else.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a bit like I always remember Paddy McGuinness at the Raw Variety. He was comparing how Northerners and Southerners pronounce coffee. And I think with Southerners he was going down the old Starbucks kind of route, lattes and mochachitos, all this kind of thing. And then I think and it's like Northerners, it's like, what do you like, an Nescafe? Something like that. It was something along those lines anyway.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I just remember the Northwest National Anthem. It was a Coronation Street theme. Darren also writes in, why is a circular pizza put in a square box and cut into triangles?
Yeah, it reminds me of another funny one. It's like, I'm sure I've said this before, it's like having a French teacher in a Welsh school who's Scottish.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I'm sure I did another, something like, it's like that basically, isn't it? It's like,
pizza round.
I think that's just tradition, isn't it? The roundness.
It is, but it's like, I think it's a Sicilian pizza, square, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or rectangular or something.
Yeah. That's important. I think it's just one of them. A bit like it's a bit like with curries, about how like if you go to India, you wouldn't get a chicken tikka masala like you can in every curry house and every street in the UK now. It's like over there, they wouldn't know what you're on about because that's basically a British adaptation of proper Indian food, isn't it? Really, I wonder if that's the same with pizza. Is it an American thing? Did the Americans just adopt it from the Italians and it became a bit more commercialised, and that's why the pizza became round? Makes you wonder.
Possibly.
That's quite often what happens.
Well, I've done a quick Google for why a pizza box is square, and the simple answer is because it's simpler, cheaper and easier to make a square box.
That's literally what I was just thinking. I was going to say...
And it says in brackets, a square box can be formed from a single sheet of card, and it's also easier to store, transport and pack. So, there we go. That's for triangles. It's to do with the whole... You wouldn't cut a square piece out. You can't really cut a square piece out of a...
Well, again, it's like cutting a cake, isn't it? Really, I presume that's where it comes from again. But that'd be an interesting question: why pizza round? Unless, like I say, that's just how they ended up.
Well, it's like when you toss a pizza, though, isn't it? You don't toss it in the square.
Yeah, that's true. With some explanations
round.
Anyway.
There we go. Why does pizza come in a circular shape?
We've actually done a good job of answering that.
Today's pizza is a variation to original Italian Neapolitan pizza, which quickly spread to the world. Circular shape, which means it can be easily cut diametrically and can be divided in equal pieces. During baking, circular shape leads to even heating and cooking.
Yeah, and it's convenience, really, isn't it?
Yeah, equal distribution for toppings and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Partially for cutting, I think, but it's just the way it's always been done. It's sort of a tradition, essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, cheers, Darren, for sending those in. And then our final user-submitted topic comes from the man sat across from me himself. It's Mr. Christ.
Yeah. Well, again, we're in the same vein. We're in the food territory again here, but it goes back to the cob and the barn cake debate again. One of my favourite debates, how people pronounce it. As I say, it's scone. Some people say scone, but my argument for it is several reasons. I've always just said it that way anyway. Again, I think that's just how I've been brought up to say it. I think that has some impact on how people say it. I think some people just brought up to say scone, or some are brought up to say scone. But my argument also is it's spelt the same way as stone. So in my view, I'm going to use another fancy word now, from a linguistics point of view, because it's spelt the same way as stone, or I don't actually know. I'm completely contradicting myself now. Because I was going to say stone, or I was going to say Sean, but Sean is spelled the same as Sean, but it's pronounced Sean. So I guess there's arguments for both sides. Actually, I just made myself realise. But of course, but I did come across
another regional thing, maybe.
I've always wondered that, but it's like I'm sure I've heard Southerners say scone as well. Because I thought originally it was one of them sort of like the posher people tend to say scone because it sounds more, more Queen's English. But then I've heard like people who talk posher accents say scone before. So I think it's just individual preference, really. Yeah. But then, of course, did have one guy who I used to work with who was, much to say, he was a bit of a smart ass, and he completely dodged around the question completely by coming up with his own way of pronouncing it. And said, well, someone said to him, somebody at work that were going around his coffee room and saying, what do you say, scone or scone? He went, oh, neither, I say scone. Which is quite a clever way of...
well, he still sort of answered the question in a way, though, because he said it as scone, so a scone rather than scone. He's not said scone, he said scone.
Well, he just said it like scone. Yeah. He basically said, try sort of... Like I say, he was a bit of a smart horse. He could just come up with stuff like that.
I say it as scone.
Yeah, I do.
Scone sounds weird, and again, I'm guessing it's possibly started as like a regional thing.
Yeah,
maybe the rich and the poor divide, or whatever. They said scone and scone, and it's just sort of gone from there. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Interesting.
So that's in how do you pronounce it? Comment below when this post goes live, but then everyone will put the same word.
Yeah.
Do you mean scone or do you mean scone? Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Yeah. Anything you want to add? I think that's all the topics for
I think we've covered everything really, haven't we? Nothing more from me.
Nothing more from you. You don't have any social media plug, do you?
I don't know, not personally. But I'm gonna obviously I'll plug.
Well, you can see Christ next to Grey Wrestling, if not before.
We'll be posting it on the page anyway, won't we?
Yeah, more than likely. It'll be out and about. There needs to be a website for it or something.
There's a Facebook page.
Right.
I'll link you to it.
Yes, we'll put that up on there then. Yeah, that's all from us then. I've run out of topics. And I need to go have a wee, so. Yeah, follow us on Twitter, Lost Art Podcast. Like us on Facebook if you haven't already. Listen to us on Spreaker. You also find us on Stitcher, iTunes, and YouTube. I mentioned Twitter already. Yeah, give us a like or a message or whatever. Also, always send us a topic if you want. On Instagram, you can find us. But yeah, so on iTunes, I'm forgetting all the things.
Yeah,
Spreaker, Stitcher, iTunes, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I think that's everything. So, for the Lost Art of Podcasting, I've been Coxy.
I've been Christ.
You've been listening. Thank you very much.